Welcome to PARASPOOKY. I am your host, Dr. Whatchamacarcus. This is episode 4 of our late night science fiction double feature picture show. There's 2 of them, back to back. So if you're not catching up on 1, 2, and 3, this is number 4. You gotta watch the other ones because they're serials and they all end on cliffhangers. You don't know what the hell's going on. So far, Flash got the device that stops Ming's new fire bombs that just go on forever. Luckily, Zarkov has created a device to stop it, but you have to put it right where the middle of the fire is. Flash went out there with a fireproof helmet and put the device, but the power ran out, and then it blew up, and then he blew up and fell through a chasm. That's where we last saw our hero. Is he gonna make it? Is he gonna save the princess? Is he gonna save the universe? Sit back, relax, get your Mountain Dew and bag of chips, and enjoy the double feature. It's episode 4, by the way, so make sure you watch 1, 2, and 3 and enjoy the film.
With a fiery projectile, Flash, to defeat Ming's purpose, takes off with Dale and Ronald in a ship equipped with Zarkov's untested thermal control, constructed to combat the effects of Ming's fiendish invention. Dale and Ronald, operating the control from the ship, watch Flash in a fireproof uniform fighting his way into the blazing inferno as the first projectile falls. The thermal control resists the terrific temperature, but suddenly the intense heat melts the connection. The control fails and...
overloaded and burnt out of connection.
He's coming back. Oh, no. No, Ronald, you can't let him go out again.
Wait, Flash. You put that one out of commission. I'll get Zarkov. Calling Prince Baron's palace. Calling Prince Baron's palace.
Oh, Flash.
Calling Prince Baron's palace. Calling Prince Baron's palace.
Dr. Zarkov calling Flash Gordon. Dr. Zarkov answering Flash Gordon.
Hello, Zarkov. Your counter-thermal is a success, sir. We've extinguished the projectile. Let us know where any more of the projectiles fall. It works perfectly. We still have 2 more units.
That's splendid, Flash. 2 more projectiles have fallen. The locations are 2.
Zarkov! There was an explosion. The connection's gone. Zarkov!
Your Highness, a Ming bomber is over the palace.
Crows will take care of it. They've been warned.
I'll have this prepared in a moment, Your Highness, if that bomber doesn't score another bullseye.
You made a direct hit zone, close to the wall of the laboratory. I can see the flash when the bomb struck. There's one of Baron's ships coming.
Two more coming in from above. Their surroundings. Zarkov speaking.
Yes, sir. Yes, go ahead, Doctor.
One of Ming's ships have bombed us. The patrols have driven it off.
Good. Now tell us where those projectiles have fallen.
One of the projectiles fell about 30 miles west of...
We're going to crash.
I want to make it look like a crash so they won't follow us down.
A clear hit, Brad. The last shot finished them.
Calling Prince Baron's castle. Calling Prince Baron's castle. Enemy ship met and destroyed. That is all. Tom, get our location. Captain Torch calling Emperor Ming. Captain Torch calling Emperor Ming.
This is the palace of the Emperor.
This is Captain Torch speaking from Arborea. This is of vital importance.
Wait, Captain Torch. Inform His Majesty that Captain Torch is calling from Arborea.
My plan is failing. Projectiles are being extinguished as soon as they strike. Your Majesty must remember that Dr. Zarko is with Prince Baron. The doctor is a clever man. He may have discovered some means of defense against the counteracting force is known only to myself. A new cause. You knew and you were alone in my laboratory with Dr. Zarkov before he escaped. If you have dared betrayed any of my secrets to him, I'll...
Captain Torch is calling from Arborea, Your Majesty.
Get Arborea. Yes, sir. Yes, Your Majesty. We bombed Prince Baron's power plant. We were attacked and forced to land. You have failed. Zarkov is extinguishing our projectiles as fast as they land. But Your Majesty, we dropped the bombs direct. Get into Prince Baron's castle by any way that you can devise. Learn what the plans are and report to me. The lives of all of you are staked upon this venture. There's no need of all of us going. The ship has to be repaired before we can make our escape.
That's right. I can repair the damage while you go to the castle.
And you believe this instrument would be effective in an attack upon Ming?
Unquestionably. The difficulty is that in launching its neutralizing cartridge, the gun destroys itself. And the explosion releases a poisonous gas that would destroy all life over a wide area.
Oh, but...
Of course, it would have to be operated by a fuse.
Well, if the gun will do what you claim for it, we'll overcome the objection.
How, Baron?
There's a desolate stretch of uninhabited land to the west of Ming's capital called the Land of the Dead, through which we might transport the gun and direct it upon the castle.
Your Highness's pardon, but would not such a course endanger the life of the Princess Aura?
Thanks for considering the safety of the Princess Rokov, but she's not in immediate danger. Zarkov's instrument, as he explained it, has a powerful magnetic action designed to paralyze Ming's power plant so as to render his ships and guns useless.
Flash! Flash! I just caught part of a message from Ming on this shortwave set.
From Ming?
Well, I'm sure it was the voice of Ming, but I caught only a few words. He said, the lives of all of you are staked upon this venture. I waited, but he said nothing more. Do you think it means that we're to be attacked?
Yes, there. He'll know you.
Of course, but I can hold his attention for a moment.
All right. Keep us back to me.
It's necessary that I have orders with Prince Baron at once. I will explain everything to His Highness.
You'll go as my prisoner? Yes, the prince will see you. A
If I'm not mistaken, you'll have you hanged from the highest turret for the abduction of Princess Aura. Wait.
He's planning an attack. Our best defense is to beat him to the punch. If we can place a neutralizer in the land of the dead now, at once.
Ming must be keeping a strict guard over Aura, or she would have communicated with us before now. I'll have a ship made ready for the journey. There's something about this gun destroying itself that I don't understand.
The Emperor will be unable to put his spaceships into the air, nor to maintain contact with those already there. His water supply will be in danger.
Put up your hands!
Both of you. What does this mean? You shall be reported.
Just a moment, Professor. This is Captain Torch.
You have good eyes, Roca. Now stand aside while I destroy that deadly machine.
No, no, you shall not destroy it.
Suit yourself. You first, and then the machine. Your Highness wishes to see me?
We'll not stand on ceremony, Father. I demand my instant release and return to Prince Baron's domain.
Since Baron entertains my enemies, the Earthmen, he too becomes my enemy and you a hostage.
Unless you release me at once, Father. Flash Gordon and Dr. Zarkov will return here and pull you from your throne as they did once before.
As they did once before. Yet I still survive, still rule the universe, while they...
Yes, while they...
are at this moment headed for certain destruction and a trap that I have prepared for them. The audience is at an end, Your Highness.
Flash, we're not endangering Aura by turning this machine against Ming's palace, are we?
Why, no, Dale. You see, its purpose is to generate a magnetic influence that will paralyze Ming's power plants and weapons of defense, making it impossible for him to defend himself against an attack.
What will happen to us in this land of the dead that we're heading for?
I've never been there, but I heard tales that at one time it was inhabited by a race of rockmen that long ago passed into oblivion.
Look! A Ming ship!
Ready with the stern rocket gun. Quickly. I think we can beat them off.
No, Flash. We dare not risk being hit. The fate of our boy is in our hands. We'll go into our disappearing screen. Make a long circuit, approaching the land of the dead from the other side. They're gone, sir. One of Zarkov's disappearing acts again. Take the controls, Tom. Captain Torch calling Emperor Ming. Captain Torch calling Emperor Ming. All right, Torch. You know their destination. Your speed ship will get you to the land of the dead before them. When they come, destroy their ship. Plant your blasting mine in the vicinity of Giant Dome Rock. It is the only place that Zarkov can direct his new weapon at my palace. It shall be done, Your Majesty. Set it down on one of those narrow cuts where it will not be visible when Baron's ship arrives. Careful. We've got enough sin tonight there to shatter our continent. We've got to lay this mine and be well into the air before Prince Baron's expedition arrives.
Better place a guard to warn us in case they get here before we're ready to clear out.
I'll watch for their ship from that ledge. It's a desolate place. Well named the land of the dead.
Those rocks ahead must be the Giant's Dome rocks. Set the ship down to them as close as you can.
Yes, sir. One of Ming's latest developments. When the ray reaches number 5, the blast goes off. This'll make Zarkov's nullitry useless. All right, men. Cover it up. That's enough. We'll find Sonia and get to the ship.
What kind of devils are these?
Not as bad as the one we planted. They don't get us out of here quick. We'll all be blown at them. It's dark.
Yes, it is the Giant's Dome.
Good. We'll get the nullitry on place there at once. Come on, boys.
Not so fast. We must make an inspection first. Discover some cave where we can take refuge from the poisonous gases resulting from the discharge.
That's right, Doctor.
Your Highness, you remain here with Ron while we look things over.
The land of the dead.
This is a dreadful place. Why, those rocks look positively menacing.
Well, let's get going. Ming may attack us before we accomplish our purpose.
They're right near where we laid the mine.
This is the place.
It isn't so far from the ship. And there are plenty of caves to take shelter in.
We won't have any trouble getting our equipment in here.
Now they might find a timer and stop the explosion.
So Flash survived. He just walked out of that explosion and like he fell down like a cliff into like he just walked out. That was bullshit. Anyway, so he survived, and Zarkov knows about a way to turn off Ming's power plant that is in the Valley of the Dead. So he creates a device to stop his power plant that will make his defenses go away. This episode is kind of jumping all over the place. So Ming's men knew they were coming and went to the Valley of the Dead to plant a mine, a timed mine, not knowing that they were coming. But stone men lived there and they got captured. And then the mine worked because they landed the ship. Flash and the Prince and a bunch of other jerks were with them and stuff. And right when the bad guys were captured, I think this guy's named Flair, Captain Flair, the fat bad guy. I forget his name. Captured by the Stone Men, and then happily they walked on top of the mine, and it blew up. The end. We'll have to see what happened on the next episode. Luckily, it's coming up right up next. I hope you like it. Sit back and relax.
Chapter 8. Ming's attack on Baron's kingdom prompts Zarkov to perfect an N-ray to be discharged from a powerful Nulitrian to neutralize and render useless Ming's power plant. Baron tells Flash the Nulitrian can best be directed against Ming's palace from the Devil's Dome in the land of the dead. Ming learns of their plans, and his soldiers plant a powerful time bomb on the Devil's Dome, but are promptly captured by Rockmen. Flash and his party land unaware of the bomb and the Rockmen who are watching them. And...
Look, the Earthmen. They're right near where we laid the mine.
This is the place.
It isn't so far from the ship. And there are plenty of caves to take shelter in.
We won't have any trouble getting our equipment in here.
The end. They died. That's how the show ends. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe. I'm just joking. I'll go back to the film.
We're trying to reach the others.
Wonder what they're going to do with him.
Take him someplace for burial, perhaps.
What's this all about?
Maybe some kind of a ceremony.
Yes. That's to see if they're dead. They're reviving. There. Ada.
Oh, Flash.
Broker.
Well, you're out. Out muck.
What is he trying to say?
He wants to know who we are and where we came from.
What language is it?
It's an ancient language spoken by the lost tribes that once inhabited the Gobi Desert on Earth. We're going to be taken to the king.
Why are we prisoners, Zarkov?
I think they're blaming us for that explosion.
Ooh, we shouldn't be held responsible for that.
Ma, what you?
Don't move. We're safe from the monster if it doesn't see us. Call it an iguanian. Even the blast of its breath is deadly poison. He says the reason they dress like rocks is to protect themselves against these monsters.
Come back here!
No wonder they call this place the land of the dead.
What do you want?
What are they saying?
Seems they're blaming us for the disappearance of the king's son.
But they can't do that. We had nothing.
The king's son has failed to return since the explosion, which apparently caused a serious earthquake and did a lot of damage.
Suppose his son doesn't show up.
In that case, our lives will be forfeit.
Oh, but that's not right. Torch caused the explosion.
You better try and make that clear to them, Zarkov.
Nerfra, you, ma, down by you. Nempat, nervus, see, small. Sloof, gala, nefti, out. Here's it, Amroy. Let's loose, He's coming too.
What happened? What have they done with Dale?
Dale was sent to another cell along with Zonia. We're all to be kept under guard and the search is over.
Search? What search?
A search to find the Rock King's missing son. Remember? That's what all the trouble is about.
That's right. I remember now. You know, it's funny. None of us suspected this part of Mongo was inhabited. Where do these people originate from?
I can only account for them as being descended from the original race, which thousands of years ago inhabited numerous planets on the solar system.
They're primitive, all right.
Yeah. They have no science.
Think there's a chance to smash through?
Not by force alone. We'll have to work out some other plan.
Dale Arden calling emergency. Calling emergency means Palace. Dale Arden calling emergency.
Dale, listen carefully. This is calm.
Let me call you back. Ming is on his way to the laboratory.
We must not risk being discovered.
Imperial Majesty. We must ascertain the activities of Flash Gordon and Dr. Zarkov.
I have been trying to do so, sire.
And be prepared in case Torch failed to stop them.
Yes.
I'll take that instrument if you please. Give it to me.
What instrument?
That shortwave radio you were trying to call your friend the emergency upon.
Why, you...
I'll emergency and find out what this is all about. Dale Arden calling emergency at Ming's Palace. Dale Arden calling emergency. Flash Gordon and Professor Zarko want to thank you for your valuable assistance in fighting Ming. But we're in serious trouble and need help. This is urgent. We need help. Answer, please. Help.
So, Zarkov learned all my secrets from you. You traitor.
Why shouldn't I be a traitor to you? After the way you've treated my people, lock him up.
I have decided the manner in which he is to die. Take him away.
No, you better let me do it. You two will know better how to get help when you do get out of here.
All right. I wouldn't let you do it if we didn't think it'd work.
Ready?
Tell him he's poisoned. Tell him to do something.
Yes?
Now we've got to try and find Ronald and Prince Baron.
Yes, if we can locate the ship.
It should be somewhere in that direction.
Where's Flash and Professor Zarkov?
We tricked the guards. They've gone for help.
And there's a chance for us.
I certainly hope so.
You feel a strong gravity pull from the left of us?
Yes. It's like some powerful magnetic force.
What is that?
I don't know. Let's find out. That magnetic pull is getting stronger than ever.
Then it's true. This part of Mongo is made up of highly magnetized particles.
Up there. The explosion must have uncovered it.
It's already claimed one victim, trapped that other. get you. Come on, no. No, no. No. Sir, King's son. He must have been trapped up there when the explosion opened the ground and exposed the lodestone.
Gotta save him, Zarkov. It's the only way to make the king call off the execution. Look, that lodestone is balanced on the slender pinnacle. If I could get one of those big rocks above started, it would knock the lodestone into the depths of the planet.
Too dangerous.
That's our only chance to save Dale and the others. Zarkov, go on back to the caves. Tell the king we found his son.
Good luck, Flash. Good luck.
I'm frightened.
And Paro, no such ilu, no shista. Nepetel.
Crap. I forgot how metal this episode was. So, like, the Stone Man captured them all, brought them back to life. I guess to question them out of, like, they kind of Fonzied the stone wall and gas came out and brought them back to life. So they were dead, I guess. They were on top of the mine and exploded. So they get brought back to the Stone King, who's talking backwards. Everyone's talking backwards because it's the land of the dead. And there's like giant iguana monsters from like 2 million BC, and all the stone men are getting captured, and like the bad princess, not Vlad's, the good princess is put in a cell with Ming the Merciless's daughter, and they have a cat fight, and all the stone men are just like, oh, we gotta break this up. And they bring him out, and it turns out like the stone men's son has gone missing. So they find out that like Flash escapes, and they find the king's son on a cliff. Go like blah, 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 because he's on top of a cliff, surrounded by iguana monsters, and they found out there's a rock that's a magnetic pull towards matter. So everyone's like, I can't make it up the mountain and save the boy. And then, while this is happening, the stone men are sacrificing Ming's men to their lava god, throwing them in fire alive. And right when they're about to get to the Rock Boy's prince, they're about to forcibly pull in and push the princess into a gaping mouth of fire. And that's where it ends. I hope you liked it. Really exciting episode. So how's the princess and Flash and hell everyone else gonna get out of this one? The stone men are like about to like forcibly push everyone into their lava god's mouth to sacrifice them. You're gonna have to watch out for the episode next, episode 5, and enjoy the rest of my stuff I have. I got more monster movies coming up, late night science fiction double feature picture show, more of those coming, cartoons from beyond the grave, and high adventure. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I got all my stuff laid out for you. PARASPOOKY. Just Google me. PARASPOOKY, one word. Facebook, Instagram, Vines. Not Vines. I keep saying Vines. It's, I don't know. Don't worry about it. YouTube, Instagram, that's basically my main stuff. And Facebook. I hope you like this. I got the next episode coming up. Thanks for watching. This means a lot to me that you're actually watching it. Thank you very much. PARASPOOKY. Have a good night.